My trust is in you. Can you guys hear me? Can you please let me know in the comment section if you can hear me? All right. Please tell me if you can hear me. Audio check. Just let me know in the comment section. All right, all right. Perfect, perfect. So guys, once again, I'm so happy to have you here tonight with me. Um, I understand how important your time is, and I'm going to make sure I make it worth your while. So I just want you guys to stay with me till the end of the presentation. But we're not going to start immediately. We're just going to just wait for like maybe 4 more minutes so that more people will join. So we're going to kick off exactly at 8:10 p.m. So just stick around, don't go nowhere. I'm here with you. So let's just give them some more time to join. Yeah. You are yesterday, today, and forever. What you say is what you do. You can't. All right, guys. It's 8:10 p.m. and I feel like we have waited for them enough. So we are going to start in earnest right now. So I'm going to send one last message to the group, and then we're going to start. Um, all right. So that said, good evening, everyone. I'm so glad to have you here with me. Um, I'm excited and I can't wait to share all that I have in store for you guys. So before we start, again, audio check. Can you please let me know if you can hear me in the comment section? Just signify, say I can hear you in the comment section, please. Just quickly. So I'll be sure that the audio is working perfectly well, and then I'll just get right into it. Just let me know. Tell me I can hear you. I can hear you. Okay. Ginger said she can hear me. Emmanuel said he can hear me. Codley Panda said he can hear me. Great. Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. Queen said she can hear me. Sahid said he can hear me. Nice. That's perfect. So we're getting right into it. Uh okay. Uh Nice. Right. So we're going to start right now. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share my screen. But before we start, could you just have a little bit of an introduction, just very quickly? All I needed to say is just comment in the comment section. Say, my name is Ginger. I'm watching from Abuja. My name is Codley Panda. I'm watching from Kogi. My name is Queen. I'm watching from Lagos. My name is Sahid. I'm watching from Abeokuta. Just quickly in the comment section, quickly. For example, I'm going to write mine. So I've posted mine. Oh, nice. Oh, interesting. Ginger is watching from Abeokuta. Okay. We're going to start right now. Those of us that have not introduced themselves, please could you just introduce yourself in the comment section? Just say your name and let us know where you're watching from. Okay, nice. It's solo Lagos State. No problems at all. Richard, can you hear me? Can you still hear me? Okay, nice. Okay, we're going to start. I'm going to share my screen. So I'm going to share my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Just let me know. Let me know if you can see my screen. Just let me- I'm just going to quickly change the layout here. Just give me a second. Uh, I just want to change the layout. This is the way it should be. Okay. Now let's go back to sharing my screen. All right. So I believe you guys can still see my face from the camera. Now, the best way to enjoy this presentation is if you hold your phone this way. If it's in landscape mode, that's the best way to enjoy this presentation. Hold your phone in the landscape mode this way, please. That's the best way to enjoy it. Um, okay. So that said, I'm going to get right into it. Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome to this masterclass. So, today I'm going to be sharing my story and basically taking you through my journey. How I was able to start and grow an advertising agency from zero to over 350K per month in earnings in just around 8 weeks, and also share with you the exact steps I followed that anyone, and I mean anyone, whether you are 18 years old or 81 years old, whether you're a dropout or you are whether you're a dropout or you have a PhD, it's the exact steps anyone can follow to also do what I did to basically go from zero to making 350K or even more on a monthly basis, doing exactly this. That is what we're going to be learning here tonight. Sorry, give me a moment. I just want to quickly change something. Okay, so I'm going to get back to what I was doing. I just want to be sure that everyone here is seeing what I'm doing properly. I noticed that my face was blocking a part of the presentation, so I had to like take it out to ensure that everyone is seeing what I'm doing. So yeah. Uh, so like I said, what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today is the exact steps I followed and also show you how you can also follow that step. Now, these steps apply to anyone, and I mean anyone at all. So, using these steps, you can actually go from zero to making 350K or more on a monthly basis, doing exactly this. Um, So, what are you going to learn by the end of this training? Now, I like to set expectations at the beginning of everything so that you understand. At the end of the training, you say, okay, this was what I was expecting, and yes, I eventually got it. So, what you're going to learn by the end of this training is firstly, you're going to learn how to acquire the skill of advertising online on Facebook. So, you must have heard about Facebook ads and all that and all that. Today, you're going to learn how you can acquire that skill of advertising online on Facebook. And secondly, you're going to learn how to find and connect with desperate business owners that will hire you. Now, remember, I said desperate business owners, not just business owners. The reason why I added desperate is because the business owner that is not desperate for more sales, that is not desperate for advertising help, wouldn't be so interested in the service you're offering. But when you find someone that actually needs what you're offering, they will be more than willing to hire you. So that's why we have to find these desperate business owners and connect with them. And then the next thing you're going to learn is how to present your services to them and get them to pay you anywhere from 50K to 250K per month for you to continue offering your services to them. And finally, how you can get seven more other desperate business owners that will be paying you a total of 350K at least every month offering this service. So these are the things you're going to learn by the end of this presentation. Now, all you need to do this is your Android phone or any other smartphone you have and a laptop. Whether you have an Android phone or you have an iPhone, that's what you need, and a laptop. Now, even if you don't have a laptop, I'm going to show you a way around it. So just stick with me to the very end. So a few things I need you to understand. It doesn't matter whether you're 18 years old or you're 81 years old. It doesn't matter if your spoken or written English is perfect or not. It doesn't matter if you make mistakes when you're speaking. It also doesn't matter if you dropped out in secondary school or if you have never made a dime online. All these things does not matter. What matters is that you get this knowledge and you follow the instructions. Now, I need to say this. So most people label everything they see online as a scam. Like anything online that's related to money, they just see it and call it a scam. Now, if you feel this way, please feel free to close this presentation now so you don't waste your time. Like, if this is how you feel about this, if this is who you are generally, I think it's best you close this presentation now so you don't waste your time. My job here is not to try to convince people that are just deciding to be doubting Thomases. My job here is to show people who are interested the way. So if you're here, you're interested in finding out how this is done, then you're welcome. You can continue to stay. But if you think everything online is a scam, I think you should actually leave. My goal today is to steer you in the right direction because what I've observed is that the reason why people fail or lose money while trying to make money online is the lack of the right knowledge. Let me say it again. The reason why people fail or even lose money while trying to make money online is the lack the right knowledge. Because when you have the right knowledge, you're not only going to avoid failure, you're also going to avoid losing money because you have the right knowledge. Now, this is my observation. So, the topic of the day: how I started and grew an advertising agency from zero to over 350K per month in earnings in just around 8 weeks. The exact steps I followed that anyone, I mean anyone, can use to go from zero to making 350K or more on a monthly basis, doing this exact same thing. Now, here's a warning. I'm not actually here to introduce you to any of these stupid platforms around that will promise people money for doing nothing. They will tell you put 500K and collect, put 50K and collect 500K in 25 hours, 48 hours. No, that's bullshit. Like, we all know that those platforms, they don't work and eventually people will lose money. So this is not what I'm here for. We're here for serious business only. So this presentation is only for people who are willing to put in the work required to build a legitimate business online that will help them escape financial problems and change their life and the lives of their family members. Now, the key point here is that what we're doing here is actually what we're trying to build here is a legitimate online business that offers value, offers a service to people, and in return, those people will pay you for that service. So we're not trying to do magic here. We're not trying to do bring 50K, collect 100K. No, we're here for people that are actually willing to put in the work to build a legitimate business that will offer value to people and get paid in return. So if you're not here for that, I think you should leave now as well. And if you stay till the end of this presentation, two things are going to happen. First of all, you're going to be far ahead. I mean, far ahead of those who didn't attend this training, one, and those who didn't stay to the end. So you're going to be far ahead of these two categories of people. And then secondly, you stand a chance to win the sum of 30,000 naira tonight. I promised I'll be giving away the sum of 30,000 naira tonight on this live class in the group. So these are the two things that will happen by the end of this, if you stay to the end of this presentation. Now, here's what I mean when I say staying till the end will make sure that you stay ahead of others. Those who give up halfway get half-baked information, and no one actually gets results with incomplete information. Imagine a doctor who didn't finish medical school that is trying to perform surgery on you. Like, just imagine that scenario. A doctor who didn't finish medical school trying to perform a surgery on you, maybe spinal cord or hernia or appendicitis, whatever type of surgery. Just imagine that. Like, it's crazy. God forbid. So that's what it looks like when you run with half-baked information and you are trying to get results with it. No, the information is not complete. So staying to the very end of this presentation ensures you get the complete package that will make you succeed and bring financial stability into your life. But don't take my word for it. I want to show you what is possible when you take this seriously. I want to show you what is possible, because sometimes when you're telling people about something, they feel like, nah, it's nice. They don't really understand what is possible. But when you show them what others have been able to do with that very information, they'll be like, wow, wow, I think I need to pay more attention. So just stay with me. Let me show you. Now, this is Shitu. His son I taught a while back. What I taught him when he went through the program helped him go from zero to making over 500K per month. This is him, Shitu. And this is what he had to say. So if you can look at the chart here, you can see what he said. I asked him. So actually, like towards the beginning of the year, everyone was posting the anonymous link, asking people to send in anonymous feedback or whatever. So I posted it, and someone reached out and was like, that what I taught him helped him make his first million naira. And I was like, oh wow, if you can see it, I said, oh wow, that's amazing. Reach out, please. Let's talk. Again, if you were not here when I said it at first, the best way to enjoy this presentation is if you keep your phone like this. If it's in landscape mode like this, that's the best way to enjoy it. Please enter full screen and then keep your phone this way so that you see what everything I'm showing you. So he said, yeah, it turned me into a media buyer too. Thank you so much. So a media buyer is another name for an advertiser. If you run an advertising agency, you can also be called a media buyer. So, and I was like, you're welcome. And then I asked him a question. How much do you think you have made so far as an advertiser running an ad agency since you went through my trainings? And then this was his answer. I said, I've been feeding from it for over 3 years. And until this year, I make very decent amount monthly, about 300K monthly in 2021. So he has been doing this for over 3 years. Like, this is not a business you do this month, next month, it ends. No, you can do it consistently over years. And the more you do it, the more your income will increase. So it's not MMM that will start and crash. No, this business has come to stay. And when you start it today, when you start it this month, you can be rest assured that you can continue doing it for 2, 3, 5 years to come, and so on. So he said about 300K monthly in 2021, some months 500K. Now he said at 100K per month, that's 3 million plus. That's how much he has made so far. And I definitely make more than that for sure. So he said he makes more than 100K for sure monthly. So this was his response. Now, Shitu aside, let's talk about Michael. So Michael was able to get to 600K monthly income, all thanks to what he learned from this program. So this is me reaching out. I was like, how far? I said, I'm fine, boss. I was like, quick question, how much do you make monthly now? He said, after expenses. I said, no, every. Let me shift this. Sorry, let me shift this. And then he said 600K on the average. That was his response. Now, he was able to do this after going through the program. Now, we have the next person. So this guy is someone else that also went through my training. His name is Chibuzo. So he went through my training, and with the knowledge, he was not only able to increase his income, he was even able to save enough money to buy a car. This was my WhatsApp chat with him. So he reached out to me. He was like, we have good news, boss. And then I was like, what's that? And then he sent me this video. Said, I was like, you bought a car? I said, yes, my boss. And then I was happy for him. I sent the fire emoji, which was like ginger. So if he could actually save enough money to buy a car, who knows how much he was making monthly? I didn't even ask him. I was just so happy for him. I forgot to ask him that. Now, I also want to point this out. I'm not actually one of those people that don't practice what I preach. I've been doing this for years. I've been doing exactly this for years, and I've gathered the experience, and that is why I'm able to actually teach you what works. So let me just quickly show you. Now, this is Victor. Victor is one of my clients, and we have been working together for years. This was December 2023, and 11 December 2023, we were about to launch a new campaign. He sent me the links to the website. You know, as an advertiser running an advertising agency, your job is to help businesses bring new customers. So some of them might have websites, some of them may want you to bring them to WhatsApp. So depending on whichever one they want, that's what you're going to work with. So this particular client had two websites that he needed me to bring customers to. So he sent me the link to the websites. And then I told him the first funding amount to be paid. And then he was like, send account details. I sent account details and he made payment. This is 11 December 2023. Now, like I told you, I've been working together for a while. Now, this was my chat with him in 6th August 2020. So he was asking me how much is my how much was my pay for that week. Yeah, that for that week. So some clients might want to pay monthly, some clients might want to pay weekly or every 2 weeks. So this was the question, and then I answered, and then I calculated it, sent it to him, sent my account details, and he made payment. Now there's also Prince Team. This is also another client I started working with since 2009. This is our chat. This is our very chat. Hello, Desire. Happy Easter, brother. I saw your post on Double Your Profit group and loved it. Do you run ads for clients? If yes, how much do you charge, please? And then I was like, sure, I run advertising for clients. And then he asked me, how much do you charge, please? So we started talking, and eventually he paid and the contract started. So this was in 2019. Now, the reason I'm showing you all these things is for you to see that I'm not just preaching something that I've never done. I'm not just preaching something that I don't practice. I'm preaching something that not only do I have I done it, I still do it, and I've gathered a lot of experience over the years. So I need you to understand that. But who am I and why should you even trust me? Like, I'm a total stranger. Most of you here, if not all of you, are just finding about me for the first time. There are lots of digital marketers and gurus springing up online every day trying to sell you courses that don't actually work. Now, I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. So I believe it's very important that you know who I am so you can trust me and feel at home. I believe that's the best way to learn, because if you don't trust me, you're not going to take what I say seriously. And when you don't take it seriously, you're not going to implement it. And when you don't implement it, you're not going to get results. So this is why it's very important for you to trust me and feel at home. Quickly, I want to be sure that the audio is still intact. Okay, I'm just checking with my phone to see. Okay, okay, okay. The audio is intact. So I will continue. Now, like you already know, my name is Mezem Desire, and I'm one of the first set of people in Nigeria to successfully start and launch an online ad agency with zero experience, like zero experience. I've never done it before doing it for the first time. And I had no marketing or advertising degree or career. Like I didn't read anything connected to marketing or advertising at all. And I've never worked in marketing or advertising. By profession, I'm a lawyer, but by practice, I'm a professional marketer or advertiser, whichever one you choose. I was also the chief marketing officer of a successful tech company. Due to our success, we were even featured on Tech Cabal. Now, for people that don't know, Tech Cabal is like the biggest tech news outlet in Africa. So I'm just going to quickly show you the article where we were featured on Tech Cabal. So I'm just going to quickly leave here, and then this is the article. Just give me a moment, let it load. So I want to actually like show you the article on the Tech Cabal website so that you see that okay, what I'm telling you is actually the truth. African Crypto Exchange OBS records 600% growth in just 12 months, processes over $4.2 billion in transactions. Now, don't worry about the figures you're seeing here. Just focus on the story at hand. So these are some of my team members, and then this is me. I hope you can. I hope you can see the similarity between the face and the face you saw while you when you came on the website. So this is me in the words of the chief marketing officer, Museum Desire. We have In the words of the Chief Marketing Officer, Museum Desire, we have plans to launch operations across East Africa, Central Africa, and the southern part of Africa. So this is me. Um, yeah, that's it. I'm going to go back here. Now, this is me again, and this is me with Calvin Umechuku. Now, Kelvin is the founder of a tech company called Bumper. Some of you may have heard of Bumper, some of you may have not. So Kelvin's company Bumper have raised over $4 million so far. That's about 5 billion naira. They've raised over $4 million from investors. And Kelvin is my friend. I'm also going to show you the article where it was announced. Now, the reason I'm showing you all these things is to let you understand that I'm not just someone that sprang up from nowhere overnight and is trying to teach you something. I've been around for a while. I've built with people. Some of my friends have grown. Some of the people I started with have grown to very enviable heights. So this is the news on TechCrunch. TechCrunch is like the number one tech news website in the world. Nigerian retail automation platform Bumper raises $4 million. This is Kelvin. His name was also mentioned here. Let me quickly show you. See, founders Kelvin Umechuku, and this is the co-founder Adetunji Opayele. So back to the slide. Now, this is me again. This is me way back. This is me with veteran actor Chinwetelago. I believe everyone here must have heard or seen or watched the video where Chinwetelago was. So this is me with him. And this is me with some of my friends, Patrick Ogidi and Remedy Wanko. Some of you may know them or not. I'm just going to quickly show you their profiles on Facebook to just for you to understand the people, just for you to understand me the more. So this is Patrick, has 18,000 followers on Facebook, and this is Remedy, has 51,000 followers on Facebook. I myself, I have about 11,000 followers on Facebook. It's loading. Let me quickly show you. So if you're here, I mean, you could follow me on Facebook, send me a request, follow me. I'd love to connect with everyone here. So I have about 11,800 followers on Facebook. Yeah, back to the slides. Now here is me and Mrs. Choma Ifanyeze. Some of you may know her, some of you may not. She's a very close friend of mine, and we have known for years now. And I'm also going to quickly show you my interaction with her on Facebook. So this was a post she made on April 10, 2023. This is me, museum designer. I spend a lot of time gisting about business and marketing because that's like my forte. Most of the conversations I have is around business and marketing. Now, I believe that's enough, talking about who I am, what I've been able to do, people I've worked with in the past. So if now you still don't trust me or you still don't know who I am, I don't know, probably it's best to leave the presentation. But for some of you who now understand, okay, this guy is not a total newbie that sprung out from nowhere and is trying to, teach me something that doesn't work, you can continue. So now, some of you here, when you hear my story, you're going to think, I was just lucky, I was special, or that I had a rich uncle or auntie, or that I come from a rich family. And you may be silently asking yourself, can I achieve this too? Because you feel like I had this luck that worked for me and you don't. So what are the chances that you're going to achieve this yourself? Now, um let me because of that share my story. So totally forgot. Let me just give me a second. Let me put off the live chat so that there won't be any distractions. Okay, that's perfect. So we're back here. Now, like I said, most of you here, when you hear my story, you're going to think I was just lucky or I was special or that I had a rich uncle or auntie or that I even come from a rich family. And because of that, you may be silently asking yourself, can I achieve this too? Because I was lucky and special, I was able to achieve this. You yourself thinking that you're not lucky or special. That's why you're asking yourself if you can achieve this too. But none of this is true, actually. I wasn't lucky. I wasn't special. I didn't have a rich uncle or auntie. I don't even come from a rich family. Now, because of this, I'm going to share my story on how I was able to rise from nobody to become somebody in life by learning how to start and run an ad agency. The reason I share my story is to show you that no matter your poor background or how tough life is for you right now, you can actually make it because the internet has made it possible for the common man to have a voice and take advantage of so many opportunities. Now, when I say have a voice, I need you to understand that in the country you and I are in right now in Nigeria, you can only have a voice when you have means, when you have money, when you can fund your opinions. People will listen to you when they feel like, okay, this person is successful. I mean, look around the people they invite to come and to come and talk on stages or during conferences. These are successful businessmen, rich people. So having a voice in this current Nigerian society is tied to how successful you are financially and otherwise. So the internet has made it possible for the common man to actually make it and have a voice and take advantage of so many opportunities available. Now, but the question is this: why exactly do you want to make more money and increase your income? Because for you to succeed in life, I've realized that the most important factor is you having a why, you having a reason, a driving force. So, why do you want to make it? That's my question to you. Now, you're going to be the one to answer that. But for me, it was three things. The first was I wanted to be financially independent myself. And then, secondly, I wanted to take care of my parents. And then, thirdly, I wanted to be able to give to charity. Now, let me quickly share my story so you understand where I'm coming from. Now, this is where I used to live and sleep in. I was sleeping with yam, rice, gari, gallons and drums of water. Like we had to go to the other side of town to fetch drinkable water, and then we store it in these drums and gallons so that we can use it for a long time. I mean, this. You can see how the room is. This was where I used to live and sleep in, and I was I wasn't happy with my situation here. And but I still was feeling like okay, it's not so bad. I was still trying and all that. But I could have been more. I was feeling complacent. I was feeling too comfortable, even with how terrible my condition was. So one day, my mom called me to tell me that my dad was in the hospital for an eye surgery and they needed me to send money to support. Now, the truth was, at this point in time, I think all I had in my account then was like 1,300 naira. Like, I was so broke. I was really, really broke. But they needed me to support because as a son, as a child, a member of the family who is an adult and also a man, you're expected to support. And not being able to support was really harsh. Like it broke me, made me feel so bad. Now, that was the very day I got fed up with poverty, and then I swore I would do anything legal to stop my dad from going blind and change my story. Now you need to understand something. I think it was glaucoma. I don't know if I got the pronunciation correctly. And cataract. It was the two. And then the doctor said there was a very high risk of him going blind if we don't act immediately. So we started running around to raise money, to borrow money to ensure that he doesn't go blind. And what we could do at the end of the day was, beg the doctor if there's a way for him to, if there's something we can do to give us more time. So we raise some money and then he gave us some medicines that he could be taking for the time being while we raise the money. So that was what we were able to do. But the danger was still there. And then I knew that I had to do something. If I don't do something, that something's going to go wrong. That was the day I said, no, I'm fed up with poverty and I'm going to do anything legal, that's anything possible for me um to stop my dad from going blind and also change my story. So I understood that, looking around, seeing how everywhere is, how the economy and the jobs are, I knew that no normal job will give me the kind of money I needed to save my dad from going blind in the short time that I had. Like I had a very short time to raise that money for the surgery. Now that is even if I find a job at all. Like you could go out and say you want to look for a job, but you won't find because there are no jobs. There are no jobs anywhere. And I've been hearing that. So that aside, when I knew that no normal job could do that for me, and I was like, okay, I need to look at another alternative. And then I realized that I've been hearing that people make money online. So I was like, okay, that's an alternative I think I need to explore. So I decided to begin searching for information. So I kept searching for information, you know. Then I met this guy called Maxwell on Facebook. Now, Maxwell was like, so active on Facebook. He was talking about how people can make money online by helping business owners advertise their products or services online. That is basically what an ad agency is. I saw how many people he had helped change their lives, and I said I was going to be one of them. Now, his story was also similar to mine. Um, his story was also similar to mine. He came from a poor background, a poor family background, and he said there were sometimes their mom could only afford to give them food once a day, but found a way to change things around, and now he's taking care of his family, and they're all comfortable and happy. So I sent him a message on Facebook. I basically introduced myself and told him I come from a humble background. Both of my parents are civil servants, and it's really tough financially for us. I was like, honestly, I'm sick and tired of being broke and always begging my friends for Gen 3K. I'm going to enroll for the ad agency course. So he had a program where he was teaching people how to start an ad agency. I said, I don't even have up to 2K on me right now, but I'll find the money. So this was after I sent in the little I had to support for the eye complication of my dad. But I said, I don't even have up to 2K on me right now, but I'll find the money. I don't care if I have to beg on the streets or borrow. If I have to beg or borrow to invest and change my life, I'll do it. Give me a few years from now and I'll change my life story and make you proud. Thank you for reading my message, sir. And it was like, bro, that's the spirit. I started just like you. In fact, at some point, my mom could only afford to give us food once a day. But now I make millions of naira monthly. I wish you success, bro. Now, so we had that conversation that was around April. That was in 2017. He was holding a class on how to start and run an ad agency. I knew I needed to learn this and to try and change my life, but I didn't have a single dime on me. Like I didn't have shishi on me. I had to borrow. So I reached out to my friend, and basically I told him I needed to raise some money to start uh, to try out this new business, and also needed to buy a laptop. Now, mind you, it's not a must you buy a laptop before starting this. There are ways to start, and then later you could talk about getting a laptop. There are even ways to start without you having your own laptop. So let this not be an impediment for you. Let this not make you feel like, no, I don't have a laptop, so there's no point. I should not even worry about this. So, um, So I told my friend, I said I need like 75K for everything, but any amount you can give me will go a long way, and I'll appreciate it so much. Even if it's 10K or 5K or even 3K, I really need this. Please help me. I promise to pay back. So he was like, Chai, this thing hard to, especially this time, but let me see what I can do. I think he eventually gave me 3K. So what I did was I borrowed 3K, 2K, 5K from different people. Like I was just borrowing little here, little there. The goal, I swore that I was going to raise this money. I was going to do anything possible to raise this money because I was just tired of the situation I was in. Now, at the end of the day, I was able to raise money from my friends to register for the class. So this is me making a payment of 45,000 naira. This was on 6th May 2017. I made the payment. This was my receipt, the email I got. I borrowed every single dime, even the extra remaining that I used to buy a laptop. So I was able to borrow like 75K, slightly above 75K. I invested 45,000 naira into the program, and then I took 30,000 naira from the money I raised, and I got this old and beat up laptop. Like this laptop is so unreliable. Once they take the light, it lasts like only 17 minutes, and it was always heating up. Once you put it on and you're using it, the laptop is always very hot. This was me back then with the laptop in my room when I was starting out, when I was like trying to make this work. This was me with the laptop. Now, after borrowing about 45K to pay for his training, like borrowing 2K, 3K from different people and raising 45K to pay for his training, this ad agency business that this internet stranger called Maxwell shared with me changed my life. Now, this guy is one of the reasons I'm here today. The information he shared with me completely changed my life. I started on the journey with the information he shared with me. I was hungry. So I put in the work. Like I was hungry and desperate. So I was working like my life depended on it. And truly, truly, my life actually depended on it. And in less than 8 weeks, I signed my first client. Like I couldn't believe it. Like it was mind blowing. Like finally signed my first client. When the alert hit my phone, when I saw the alert in my SMS, I was like, whoa, is this for real? Less than 8 weeks, I was able to sign my first client. Like my mind was blown. And it kept getting better. I kept signing even more clients as time went on. Then improvements happened. After I started getting clients, I started making money, I started saving money. I saved enough money to buy an old Camry. So this is me with the Camry. You can see it has some scratches here, but it was still like sound in a way. It could get me from point A to point B, but he was always having issues, Sha. This particular day he had both engine and tire issues. It was frustrating. I mean, this was me trying to know what the issue was. I had to park somewhere along the road to actually look at it and know what the problem is. I also had to get to a vulcanizer to help fix the tire. Like I didn't have enough money at this point to get new tires because the tire was already weak. So I had to patch it. I had to patch it. It was that bad. But yeah, it's an improvement from where I've been. It was tiring most times, but I was happy I was no longer where I used to be. I was able to assist my dad with his surgery. I was able to, take care of some things for myself and even afford this, even though it's like a beat up car, but still a car, added a little bit of convenience to my life. Now, this is me. This is me now. This is also me. So, what I'm holding here in this picture, that's an iPhone 14 Pro Max. This one I'm holding here right now as well. And this is a MacBook Pro. So I bought the iPhone 14 Pro Max when Apple newly released it. It was around 1.5 million naira then. Both of them together cost like 3 million naira. So I just want the reason why I'm mentioning these figures is so that I can compare it to my 30K laptop from years back. Like look at the growth. At this stage in my life, I was only able to borrow 30,000 naira from different people, put it together to buy this old dead laptop that was like a TV. Once they take the light, 17 minutes later, the laptop is dead and it was always heating up. Now, that was years back. But because of this single business, because of this ad agency business, because I borrowed money to learn from this absolute stranger on the internet, I was able to turn my fortunes around and go from borrowing money to use to buy this dead beat up laptop for 30K to using devices that are over 3 million naira, very sound and beautiful. So I just want you to see the growth and the difference that took place just because I told myself that I'm going to do whatever it takes to succeed. And then I did it and it happened for me. This is me now. This is me now. Now, but the best thing about my success is not the money I have now or the things I can buy right now. It's actually the lives I'm able to touch through charity. That's the best thing for me about the success I have. Now, this was me at the Amako General Hospital, the general hospital that is in Anambra State. So this day we decided to go to the hospital and try to find people that have been in the hospital for so long, but because they cannot afford to pay off their hospital bills, they have not been discharged. They are like prisoners. They are not really prisoners, but they are there until they can pay off before they will be discharged and they will leave. Now, seeing the joy on people's faces when the nurses tell them that their bills have been cleared makes me want to cry. This particular woman, I think she gave birth through cesarean section, and her husband was, I think, an Okada ride or something. he couldn't afford to pay the bills. So she was there raising the newborn baby because she was not yet discharged. She has not paid off her dues. But when she was told that her bills have been cleared and she can now go, she just couldn't hold it anymore. Like she had to kneel down, cry and beg and thank God and pray for us. Like made me want to cry. Like it's the greatest happiness of all. And this was why I wanted to make more so that I can give more back to charity. This was when we were making the payments. This is the cash we were paying to the nurses in charge. So yeah, this was like the greatest happiness of all for me. You know, being able to touch life, being able to give more to people that actually need it. That is the greatest happiness from all these successes for me. I was also able to give back to my secondary school. I gave prizes to best students in different classes. So this is me with all the recipients. I was invited on the Interhouse Sports Day to present the prizes, and also I gave out cash prizes to the students involved. After I was done, my teachers from back in the day came to thank me, and it was a nice and emotional moment for me as well. I also went back to my university and I endowed a prize. Although this particular business, I started it while I was still in school. So over time, till I was done, I was growing in it and getting better and becoming even more successful at it. So this was me presenting a prize to a student. Now, here's a vital lesson from my story. Here's a vital lesson from my story, and one I feel like anyone listening to this uh should learn, should take away. So here's the lesson. You're going to continue to remain where you are year after year. 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. You're going to continue to remain where you are year after year until you wake up one day and you decide that enough is enough. Like you have to say enough is enough and that you are ready to do whatever it takes, legally, of course, to change your financial situation. Once you and until you decide that there's no point, like you're not going to change anything about you. You have to tell yourself that no, you're done, you're fed up. You have to make a change. That is only when the change will happen in your life. Like I'm a living witness to that. And that's why I'm a huge proponent of that. Now, before we continue, I want everyone here to make a commitment to yourself, to ourselves. I want you to promise to do whatever it takes tonight to change your story. So I'm going to open the comment section briefly. I just need you to comment. I promise to do whatever it takes to change my story. That's all I need you to say. I promise to do whatever it takes tonight to change my story. Just put it in the comment section. I promise to do whatever it takes tonight to change my story. Just few seconds, few seconds. We don't need to spend time on that, please. I can't see you guys commenting. Great. Just comment. I promise to do whatever it takes tonight to change my story. That's all I need you to say in the comment section. Okay. Yeah, Emmanuel, I can see you. Ginger, I can see you. Sobari, I can see you. Osayandi, I can see you. Uh, yes, just drop a comment in the comment section. Make a commitment tonight. I promise to do whatever it takes tonight to change my story. All right, we're going to continue. So I'm going to turn off the live chat right now so that we can continue. Now, I'm going to be transparent with you guys here. My aim for this presentation is to help you understand what this ad agency online business is about and show you the steps to get started. And the reason why I'm being transparent is that I understand that we here, all of us here are adults, and it's going to be disrespectful to you if I'm not transparent enough with you here. So I want to be transparent with you and make you see everything involved, make you understand everything involved, so you don't feel like I didn't tell you about this. So my aim for this presentation is to help you understand what this ad agency online business is about and then show you the steps to get started. And at the end of this presentation, there will be an opportunity for you to work together with my team and I through our mentorship program. Now, this is for people who don't want to leave anything to chance. So they prefer someone who has done it before and succeeded to hold their hands and give them constant support and guidance. So again, this opportunity for you to work together with my team and I through our mentorship program is for people who don't want to leave anything to chance. So they want someone that has done something before and succeeded to hold their hands and tell them what to do, when to do it, where to do it, and also give them constant support and guidance on their way. So let's begin. How I started and grew an advertising agency from zero to over 350K per month in earnings in just around 8 weeks. The exact steps I followed that anyone can use to go from zero to making 350K or more on a monthly basis doing this. Now, first of all, what is an ad agency? Now, an ad agency is short for advertising agency. It's a type of business that helps other businesses. So, I want you to take note of this. It's a type of business that helps other businesses run adverts online and get customers and generate sales. Now, the same way you saw my advert on Facebook and joined the group, the WhatsApp group, and attended this training, this is also how people can other businesses can run adverts and get customers and get people to check them out. So an ad agency, sorry, as the owner of an ad agency, your job is to help other businesses run adverts online and get customers and generate sales. Now, some of you might be asking, why will a business owner pay you to run adverts for them? You might be wondering, like, why would they even want to spend money to pay you to run adverts for them when they could have done it themselves? So there are two answers to that question. The first answer is because they don't know how to do it. I mean, think about it. If you're here, you probably don't know how to run ads online, the kind of ads that will sell products. You probably don't know how to do it. And most business owners don't know how to do it. Like the majority of business owners, they don't know how to do it. That's the first reason. The second reason is because those adverts you're going to run is going to help them make more sales and make more money. And now the idea is this: if I'm going to give you money to help me make more money, then it's if let's say I give you 50K and then you use it to run advert and then I make sales of 500K or 300K or let's say 1 million naira. This is just an example. It makes sense for me to continue to pay you for you to continue to run these adverts for me because I'm making more money. So that's the second reason why business owners will pay you to run adverts for them. But the best thing about this business is that you can actually choose when you want to work. You could decide to work early in the mornings, or you could decide to work late at night or in the afternoons. You also get to choose who you want to work with. You can say, I don't like this business owner. I don't want to work with them. Or you can say, I like this. This is the type of business owner I want to work with. So let me pitch them. Let me connect and get them to hire me. And you can also choose where you want to work. You can decide to work from your home or from a restaurant or from anywhere. Maybe as you're in an airplane or you're in a bus, like anywhere you are, you can decide to work. Once you have your phone or your laptop, you can decide to work. Once you have internet connection as well. Now, you can decide to work for one client or you can decide to work for 10 clients. It's all up to you how much your strength can carry. If you think your strength can only carry one client, it's fine. If you think you can support up to 10 clients, still perfect. It's all up to you. Now, but for you to succeed at this, you must be skilled. Like there are no two ways about this. You have to be skilled. No one is going to pay you if you're just an empty barrel. Now, my students who uh, have thought to do this make anywhere from 350K to as much as 1 million naira on a monthly basis doing this. I know some of you when you saw the advert, I was saying, how to make as much as 350K. Now, the reason why I did this is this. It's not like 350K is the highest you can make with this business. It's like towards the low end. I know people making millions using this business every month. But the reason why I say 350K is I needed to tell you guys a number that sounds believable. That you be like, okay, yes, I think I can do this. Because when I tell you, learn how to make millions monthly, you might feel like, that's too much. Oh, can I even do this? But when you start and then you get to that 350K point, you can now see, okay, it's possible for me to even do more. And then you keep growing, you keep growing. That's how all my students started. The goal was get your first client, even if it's 50K that you'll be paid, it's fine. And then from there, you get them to pay you more. And then next thing you add the second client, the third, and so on and so forth, until you get to a point where you're like, you don't have chance again. So that's the goal here. My students who have taught and whom have gone through this the training, they make anywhere from 350K to as much as 1 million naira on a monthly basis doing this. Now, all you have to do is simple. You just have to help these business owners who are desperate to make more sales. You just need to help them run adverts online to sell their products and services. That's all. That's all you have to do. Like, it's pretty very simple. Now, with the way this sustainable economy is going, every business owner is desperate to make sales. Like, inflation is crazy. Sugar that I used to buy, packet of sugar that I used to buy at 350, I bought it last at 1,600. It's crazy. So everyone is desperate to make more sales, to make more money, to use it to, cover up the inflation happening. And this is where you come in. Now, when you help them make more sales, they will make more money. And out of that extra money they made, they will gladly pay you. Now, let me paint you a scenario. Let's say, for example, I'm the owner of a fashion store. We make clothes. Let's say we make male native wears. Let's say we make male native wears. So we sell it for 50,000 naira per piece. That's senator male dresses, and we sell it for 50,000 naira per piece, and it costs us about 15,000 naira to make it, both labor and materials that we used. So for every cloth we sell, we're making a profit of 35,000 naira. Now, let's say I'm the business owner, and then you approach me and tell me that you can help me actually make more sales by running adverts online, and then you convince me. Now, you might be wondering, how do you convince a business owner to hire you? Don't worry, we're going to get to that. Just don't worry yourself. These are simple, straightforward processes, straightforward steps that you can follow to do these things. So when you convince me, I say, okay, give me, you tell me I should give you, let's say, 50K for you to test run it for me. And then I give you 50K, and then you go run adverts and you bring orders, you bring 20 orders for me. Like 20 people will buy. Now think about it. One person buying is 50K. If 20 persons buy is 1 million naira. And this is absolutely possible. Don't think the number is crazy. It's absolutely possible. So when those 20 persons buy, out of that 1 million naira, our profit will be 700K, because we are making 350K on every 50K. So that's like 70%. So we're going to make 700K from that 1 million naira. Now, if you now tell me that I should pay you 100,000 naira every month for you to continue doing that for me, I'll be completely stupid. I'll be insane to say no, because you're making me way more money than you're asking for. You make 700K for me, I give you 100K, you do it again next month. Why would I want to stop? So that is why this business is so good. And the other thing that is good about this business is, once you start, they wouldn't want to end. They would want to continue to pay you to continue doing what you're doing. So that's it. Also, if you're thinking that the skill of running adverts online is hard, trust me, it is not. I mean, I've been doing this for years. So when I tell you it's not hard, it's not hard. You just need to know the right things to do and when to do them. Like, I've trained undergraduates and I've even trained high school graduates, and they did it perfectly well. Like, these are not people that are super smart, they're just normal average Nigerians. And I've trained them and they were able to do it perfectly well. So why can't you? Like, why can't you? That's the question. Now, how do you get started from scratch as a newbie who wants to earn extra income online by starting and running an ad agency? Well, you just have to follow these four simple steps. Just four very simple steps, four of them. Now, the first step one, you need to learn how to run online adverts for businesses. So like it's simple, it's straightforward, but that's the first and most important step because if you don't have this skill, there's nobody's going to pay you. You need to have the skill first of all before people now say, okay, fine, I'm going to pay you to run my advert. So it's very, very important. You need to have the skill first. Now, where can you learn how to run adverts online? There are two major places. One is Google and then one is YouTube. So I'm going to quickly show you how you can do this, just quickly. So you go to Google and then you type how to run Facebook ads. Just type how to run Facebook ads into Google. Now you're going to see so many resources. This is how to run Facebook ads in 7 steps by MailChimp. This is another one by HubSpot, by Buffer. Like there's so many people. Sorry, there's so many people, so many websites that are teaching this. Like that's just you could just knock yourself out, go through all these things. Like you're going to learn so much. Like there's so many resources online about it. Now that's for Google. Now for YouTube. Now when you go on YouTube, when you visit YouTube, whether you're visiting on your phone or you're visiting on your desktop, it's pretty much the same thing. And then you search how to run Facebook ads. When you search for it, you're going to see lots of results. You look at this is a video teaching you. This is another video. This is another video. Like there's so many videos that could teach you for free. Like you could just spend as much time as you can learning all these things for absolutely free of charge. So that said, we're going to go back. Now, we're done with the first step, which is learning how to run adverts online, and I've shown you where you can learn. Now, after that, the next step, which is step 2, that's getting your first client on Facebook using the Curious Student script on Facebook or the group value bomb method. Now, the Curious Student script, I named it the Curious Student script. Well, I'm not actually the one that named it. Full disclosure. So this Curious Student script is basically you coming to your Facebook and then letting your friends know that you're learning Facebook ads you're learning Facebook ads at the moment, and you're looking for someone that will be interested in you running ads for them. You're not going to charge them; they just need to pay for the ads. I'll show you one that I did on my Facebook profile years back and show you the kind of comments I got. Now that's for the Curious Students group. The next one is the group value bomb method. This is so a value bomb means a post in a group that is very valuable, depending on the field you're talking about. If you're talking about businesses or advertising, it has to be valuable. It has to teach something that is insightful. If you're talking about whether it's a health or fitness or business growth, a value bomb is something that has value. Like it's the name literally is a bomb, like a value bomb. It explodes, gives away so much value. So the second one is, there are certain Facebook groups that you can belong to that has lots of business owners on it. Now, when you share value bombs in this group, it's going to help you get clients. I'm going to show you how I did it for the two and the results I got. Now, that is actually how I got my first set of clients. For example, Mr. Prince Team, this is how I got him. I'm going to show you briefly on my Facebook Messenger. Let me open up Facebook and then I go to Messenger and then I search for Prince Team. So this is Prince Team. I'm going to scroll up. So let me zoom in so that you guys can see him better. So I'm scrolling up. Sorry. I mean, we have been working together for years now, so we have just lots of chats, that we have exchanged. So this was 21st of April, January, February, March, April. 21st of April 2019. So I've been doing this for a long time. So look at he said, "Hello, Desire. My name is Desire. Happy Easter, brother. I saw your post on Double Your Profit group. So remember, value bomb. I dropped a value bomb on the group, and then due to the way I structured it and the way I wrote it, he saw it and then he loved it. And then he asked me, "Do you run ads for clients? If yes, how much do you charge, please?" So now this is the point of this strategy, the value bomb strategy. Know how to know how to come up with um value bombs that will make business owners reach out to you and inquire about your services and want to hire you. That's the benefit, that's the reason, that's the idea behind the value bomb. um I'll also let me show you the curious student script. um so this was I posted this one around May 25, 2019. So I actually posted this like a test. Now, look at what I said. I said, I'm learning Facebook ads right now and how it can be used to increase the sales of local businesses. So far, it's been mind blowing. Before I start charging for it, I need a business willing to let me experiment with what I've learned. Just pay for the ads. I won't charge you anything for my time. Please comment below if you're interested. Now, let me show you the comments. Ades Amaka, interested. This was 4 years ago. Chomi Finance was like, "Is this post real, please?" So she's also interested. She wants to be sure that I'm serious, that is real. Look at another one 4 years ago. I'm definitely interested in this. Um, this is also another person. I have people that want to advertise their business on Facebook 4 years ago as well. This is Funke Senaiki, Uncle. Let's talk. So this is just one post I made, and I didn't have a lot of following. So imagine if I made more posts like this, I would have like maybe at the end of the day, like 20 persons that are interested. And out of 20 persons, I can ideally get two or more persons to pay me. Because not everyone that said interested will pay you. Some won't even have money. They might think it's 5K while it's costlier than that. They might think it's 30K while it's 50K. So the idea is that get a good number of people to indicate interest, and out of them, it gets a good number of them to pay. So these are the two methods: the curious student scripts and the value bomb method. Now, there are other ways, of course. I mean, there are other ways that you can do this, but these two methods are the simplest and easiest from my experience. I've been doing this for a very long time. So when I tell you these are the simplest and easiest, just trust me. However, if you think you can't do these things, like some people be like, I really don't have friends on Facebook that are business owners. I really don't know how to write in Facebook groups or how to get people to message me after reading my post on a Facebook group. If you think you can't do them, don't worry. Don't worry yourself. There's actually a way out. I'm going to share it with you. Just stick with me. So, sorry. Just wanted to confirm that my audio is still on. Sometimes the audio tends to just switch off. So the next step in the process is getting just one of the people that indicated interest to hire you for a test run. Remember, what you're doing at this point is getting them to just hire you for a test run, like just test your services. Now, when they hire you for the test run and then you do well, they can now hire you again and pay you even better, and then so on and so forth. So, what you're doing here is basically free for them, so that I mean, the fact that they don't have to pay you, they only pay for the adverts, and you do it for free for them. So it's basically free. So they won't have so much objections, they won't have so much um friction, they won't be against it because it's basically free. That's step three. So, in case you're still wondering why these business owners will agree to pay you, I know we have talked about this. I'll still talk about it again. It's actually simple. Now, these business owners, they are desperate for more sales. Like they need more sales. They want to make more money. And if they make more sales, they'll make more money. And if you know what you're doing as an ad agency owner, if you know what you're doing, you're going to bring them more sales and they will make more money. And when they make more money, they will be glad to pay you. So that's why these business owners will agree to pay you. If someone gives you 50K and you use it and run ads and bring them sales of 500K, do you think they will say no if you ask them to pay you 100K every month to continue doing that? Like, think about it. They give you 50K, you bring them sales of 500K, and then you're like, okay, if you want me to do it again next month, you just need to pay me 100K. Do you think they will say no? Never. Never. Like, if I were the business owner, I would gladly give you 100K every month. Like, if I'll give you 120K, so you'll be happy and you continue doing it. Like, I'll never stop giving you once sales are still coming in. And the good thing is, this is just one client, or just one client. Like, imagine you having like 5 clients doing this, or even more. So just imagine that 100K from 5 different clients. That's just an imagination. Like, I have people doing it. It's not just an idea. I know people that are doing it. So if they can do it, you too can do it. And it's because it actually works. That's why I'm even giving examples with it. I also get asked this a lot. Like, why can't these business owners run their ads themselves? So I probably have answered this sometime in the past, but let me answer it again. Now, the first reason why they can't run their ads themselves is, one, they don't know how to run these ads themselves. The same reason why you don't perform surgeries if you're not a doctor. Like, you're expecting a business owner to run their ads, but they don't know how to run ads. If you're not a doctor, as much as you want to perform surgery, you cannot, you should not, because you're not a doctor, you don't know how it's done. So the work is shared. Some people has this to do, some people run adverts, some people do other things. So because they don't know how to run these ads themselves, that is why they are going to pay you to do it for them. And then also, they are already too busy with other parts of the business. Like, for example, let's say I am the owner of the fashion outlet where we make um male native wears, male dresses. Um, Now I have to worry about getting good materials. I have to worry about cutting the clothes. I have to worry about sewing them. I have to worry about weaving them. I have to worry about taking to the dry cleaner, making sure it's pressed properly. I have to worry about sending way bill to customers. I have to worry about making sure that their measurements are correct. I have to worry about measuring them. Like, there's so many little things you have to worry about. And these things are going to keep you so busy as a business owner. Like, there are so many moving parts. Maybe your sales girls are stressing you out. Maybe you're not doing it right. Now, on top of all these things, they're already too busy. Now, expecting them to still go and make out time to run adverts, that's going to be too much on them. So they don't have that time. They're already too busy. So they'll prefer someone else does it for them. That's also another reason why they don't run their ads themselves. So this is why business owners are desperate and they're going to pay you to help them, because they don't know how to do it. They don't have time to do it, but they still want more sales. So that's why they are desperate, and that's why they will pay you to help them. So what you're going to do in this case is to position yourself as an ad agency owner, and they will hire you. Now, not just one business, as much as you can handle, because ad agencies are scarce. Now, when I tell you ad agencies are scarce, you might believe it or not. But let me ask you a simple question for you to understand how scarce they are. If I tell you to go around your city and find me 4 doctors, no, 10 doctors, do you think you can do it? Of course, you can. You go to this hospital, that hospital, before you know it, you have gotten 10 doctors. What about 10 lawyers? Also, you can. Go to Ministry of Justice, go to law offices around, you're going to find 10 lawyers. Now, 10 engineers, you can still, just that knowing where to find them might be hard, but they are available. 10 pharmacists, go around pharmacy stores, you're going to find them. Also in hospitals, you're going to find them. But if I tell you to just find 2 ad agencies in your city, do you think it's going to be easy? Like, do you think you're going to even find them? Just two, not playing, just 2 ad agencies in your city. Do you think you're going to find them? Now, whatever your answer is, that will now tell you whether ad agencies are scarce or not. Now, because they are scarce, I know they are scarce. This is an opportunity for you and I. So, economically speaking, when something is scarce, it allows the few people that are doing it to make more money, make a lot of money, because the competition is not too much. So that is why you need to get into the ad agency business today. Now we've talked about step one, step two, step three. Now the final step is step four. So when you get hired by the first business owner, you have to do a great job so that they can continue paying you month after month. And that's the beauty of this business. That's the beauty of this system. The fact that you get a client, you perform well, every month they want to pay you again and again. So the more clients you get, the bigger your monthly payment becomes. And that's how you get financial freedom. That's how you get financial independence. You get more clients, your income keeps increasing. Maybe first month you're making 50K, second month you get two more clients, you're making 150K. By the fourth, fifth month, you're making 550K or 600K, like Michael. And if you do it for a year, 2 years, it might get to the point where you're making 2 million. Now, at that point, you might need to hire some people to help you. And I have people that work like that. In fact, us in our agency, we have people that help us do stuff because there's just so much to do for the client. So you need help from different people. So that's the beauty. This is not a business where you get paid once and then you don't get paid again. Maybe like land, where you sell land once, you get paid the commission, and that is it. The fact that you can get paid every month, that's the beauty of this business. Now, also, when you do a great job for the first business owner that hires you, you're going to use that success story, that success that you were able to achieve for that business, to reach out to other business owners and convince them. So right now, you're not telling them, test me, give me some money to test what I'm learning. You're telling them, see, I did it for this guy, and this was the result I was able to get. So give me this amount of money. Let me also do it for you. So it becomes easier to convince them because you already have results to show. So yes, that's the fourth step. Now, to make between 350K to 600K in the next 60 days, that's about 8 weeks. All you need is about 4 to 6 clients paying you 100K a month. And this is very achievable. Just 4 to 6 clients paying you 100K a month. Very achievable. Why I'm saying it's very achievable is because a lot of my students are doing it. Like, trust me, a lot of them are doing it. This is not me just saying. I know them. I work with them. I taught them. I know a lot of them are doing it. Now, can you see yourself making between 350K to 600K within the next 60 days? I want you to comment below. Just quickly comment below. Just say, I see myself, I see myself making between. Just say, I see myself making between 350K to 600K within the next 60 days. Or I can make between 350K to 600K within the next 60 days. Just quickly type into the comment section, please. Comment below. I'm waiting. Quickly, quickly, please. Guys, I'm still waiting for you. Just let me know. Say I see myself making 350K to 600K within the next 60 days. Just comment below in the comment section, please. All right, we're going to continue. We're going to continue. Um, Okay. Now that said, we're going to proceed. This is Shitu. Shitu is someone I taught a while back. I must have I've said this earlier, but it's also important to um, talk about it again. So Shitu is someone I taught a while back. Now, what I taught him helped him go from zero to making over 500K per month running an ad agency. And this is what he had to say. I asked him about his experience as an advertiser after going through my trainings, and this is what he had to say. So he has been feeding from it for over 3 years, and he made about 300K money in 2021. Some months he made as much as 500K. Now, if he counts everything he makes, even if it's just 100K per month, that would have been like 3 million plus. But he makes more than 100K per month, and that means he has made way more than 3 million since he started this business in 2021. So this was what he had to say. Now, Michael, on the other hand, was able to get to 600K monthly income, all thanks to what he learned from this program. This is also my chat with him when I asked him how much do you make monthly now, and he said 600K on the average. Or Chibuzo too. So Chibuzo went through the training and with the knowledge was able to increase his income and even save enough to buy a car. Like, think about that. Who knows how much he was making that he was able to increase his to save enough to buy a car. This is the chat I had with him when he told me about his new car. So that is the chat. Yeah. Say you bought a car. I was like, yes, my boss. And then I was so happy for him and I was gingered. So I'm also going to show you Bukola, Precious, and Francis. So these are people that I taught. And I'm going to show you the success that I've been able to achieve by applying the lessons they learned from the program, from training. So I'm quickly going to go to WhatsApp. WhatsApp is where I had the chat with them on WhatsApp. So I'm just going to quickly show you on WhatsApp so that you see what it's sorry, so that you quickly see what's obtainable. Okay, so this is Francis. This is Francis. This is Francis. I'm trying to get the chat. They said I should use WhatsApp on my phone to see older messages. So I reached out to him. I don't know why I can't load the older messages. But I reached out to him and I wished him Happy New Year. And he greeted me back. I was like, thanks, I'm saying to you. I asked him about his progress with the program since the last time we spoke. And he said, sir, I've been good though. I signed one client last year. So I was so happy. He's a real estate agent around my campus area. So Francis is a student, an undergraduate that's still in school. He also lives around the school. So he was able to sign a real estate agent that lives around his campus. And he said the client paid 30K and it's for trial. That once they finish it and he likes the result, he said he will pay for more. He said he was so happy when he paid because he borrowed money to join the program. Immediately the money came in, he sent his service charge from the payment to the person he borrowed money from. And I was like, I encouraged him, told him that, I'm glad. And the next target is him making 500K per month for the year. That monthly, not yearly, every month, making 500K per month. I also asked him to see the payment receipt because some people doubt me when I tell them that what we actually teach works, like what we teach actually works. So he went and searched for it and he sent the receipt. So this is the receipt for 30K. So now this is Francis. Now let me show you Precious. So Precious, and on the other hand, is also someone else that joined the program, and I reached out to her. Hello, Precious. Good evening. Happy New Year. I asked her about her progress with the program since we last spoke. So, she said she has been busy. Xmas and New Year celebrations have been very demanding. So, this was what she said. She said in the beginning, she was really scared of joining. She sells hairs and wigs and braids, and it keeps her busy. She wasn't sure she could make out time for the program and also practice it. And the idea of running ads for businesses were scary too. She didn't know how to run ads for even her own business, let alone for other business. So I asked her how she was able to conquer these fears and eventually decide to join the program. He said since the program was going to teach us Facebook ads, she decided to give it a try. And the hackathons also helped. So hackathons are basically, I'll still talk about hackathons later on. Just stick with me. I'll explain what they are and how they helped her. She said she didn't have a lot of time, but she did her best to make out time for them. It helped her finish the program with her busy schedule and also implement the things she learned. So these hackathons are things is something that we do to help people that are busy actually finish the program and actually do execute on what they learned. She said she has gotten 4 clients so far, like four, not one, not two, not three, four. She said she's getting so busy, but she likes it because money is coming. Then I was like, that's the spirit. I like that. How much did this client pay? He said one paid 200K, one paid 130K, one paid 50K. Then the last one paid 350K. Like, look at all that money. They all didn't come in the same time, Sha. It's over the past few months. I got the one that paid 200K and the one that paid 130K from the potential client list you provided in the program. I'll still talk about what the potential client list is so that you understand better. Um, so I asked to see the receipt from the payments made by these clients. Like I said, some people tend to not believe that what we are teaching works. So that's why I tend to ask for these receipts. So she went and looked for it. She found the one of 350K. She found it. This is it. Advertising fee. And she found the one of 130K. That's Kuda. Say, sir, these two were the only ones I could find, Sha. Sorry. And I was like, yeah, nice. I'm so happy for you. Keep winning. And the last person is Bukola. So Bukola is a core member that is serving in Plateau Jos. I think she's either from Guno, Lagos, where she was living before she was posted to Plateau. Then I was like, hi, Bukola, good afternoon, happy new year. She greeted me. I asked about her progress with the program. This is what she said. She said, sir, it has not been easy. I told you I didn't have a laptop. So she didn't have a laptop at in the beginning, but it didn't stop her. She still went ahead and joined. Now she said she had to beg and borrow from her friend in the Coppers Lodge where where they live in Jos. The very first money she got from a client, she used it and paid for a laptop to use for work. And I was like, oh, you've gotten a client already. That's amazing. How much did he pay? He said 120K. So she has already gotten a client. And then I was like, can I see the receipt? And then she sent it to me. Apparently, the client paid using GT Bank. She said, I actually didn't think it would work for me. I just decided to try my luck and boom, it worked. And also, I'm a shy person naturally. Given that I had to convince a northerner in a strange land as a woman, it wasn't easy. But the certificate of endorsement I got after the program made it easier for the client to agree to hire me. So I'm also going to talk about the certificate of endorsement, what it is, and how it can help you. Also, the different advertising frameworks taught showed me how to advertise the client's business properly. All in all, I'm grateful to God and your team. This is really life changing. So now I've shown you Precious, I've shown you Bukola, I've shown you Francis. Let's get back to the slides. I've shown you Bukola, I've shown you Precious, I've shown you Francis. These are all people that I taught. Now, from all we have said so far, you can see that this has nothing to do with referring your family or friends to earn commission, convincing people to join before you get paid. Like, you don't need to convince anyone to join this before you get paid. You don't need to buy or import anything to stock or sell. You also don't need to post nonsense links on your Facebook or WhatsApp that people will look at it and be like, this one, it's like this person has joined scammers, or like you don't need to post any nonsense links. You don't need to refer your family and friends to earn. You don't need to convince two people to join. That will convince two people each. And those two people have to convince two people. No, nobody, you don't need to convince anybody to join before you get paid. You also don't need to buy or import anything to store and sell. You don't need to do that. And you don't need startup capital. This is not like opening a shop where you have to raise money for the shop, raise money to buy the stock that you sell, the food stuff or whatever you're selling in the shop. You don't need startup capital for this. You don't need to buy land. In fact, you don't need startup capital for this at all. You don't have to be a computer or a tech person to do this. Like, look at me now. I studied law. I didn't study computer science. So you don't have to be a computer or a tech person to do this at all. In fact, you don't need all the time in the world to do this. If you can just spare 2 to 3 hours working on your phone daily or your laptop daily, you're going to be amazed at the results you're going to get at the end of the day. In fact, you don't even need up to 2 to 3 hours. If you can spare 1 to 2 hours every day working on this daily, the results you get are going to marvel you. Take it from me. I'm assuring you that because I know how this works. Now, I'm sure you have gained so much value with what I've shared so far. I've told you, giving you the 4 steps that can help you get from where you are zero to making as much as 350K or getting your first client at least you as an ad agency founder. However, there are certain key points you need to succeed. Like, so when business owners show interest in your post, whether it's on your profile or it's in a Facebook group, what do you say next to them to get them to agree to even talk to you on the phone? So what do you say to them when you guys are on the phone talking about the whole contract of a thing? So knowing what to say, when to say it, these are some of the certain key points you need to succeed. Um, you also need to know the different ways to advertise for different businesses. You also need to know the in and out of Facebook advertising as it applies to Nigerians, because the way white people advertise is different from the way we advertise, because the way Nigerians behave is different from the way white people behave. So these are certain things you need to succeed. Now, it's completely impossible for me to cover everything needed from A to Z because time limits us. Like I can't complete every single thing that is needed to be learned to succeed in this because time is limiting us. Now, this means you have 2 options. Since we cannot complete everything A to Z, it leaves you with 2 options. Option 1, follow the 4 steps I just showed you and figure out the rest on your own. Now, I'm not going to discourage you and tell you that, don't do this. You can do it. But here are the things to expect if you decide to go down that route. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is so I can give you an idea on how to tackle them. First is confusion on where exactly to start. Now, let me show you. So when we talked about learning how to run Facebook ads, this is Google. Like there's just so much. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Like it's just keeps going and going and going. Now that's for Google. Now on YouTube, same thing, keeps going and going. So many different videos about running Facebook ads. So where exactly are you going to start? That's the question. Like, where exactly are you going to start? That's the big question here. Now, let's say you figure that out, figure out where to start. The next is you're going to struggle to understand Facebook ads and how to run effective adverts. It took me years to figure this out, to understand Facebook ads. So if you're ready to spend those years required to understand it and how to run effective advert, that's fine by me. You can go ahead and do it. So, but I just need you to know that this is also something you're going to struggle with. And then the next thing is the frustration that will happen after you have been rejected by clients repeatedly. Like lots of clients are going to reject your offers. One, because you're not doing it right. There are ways to talk to them to actually make them to agree. So because you don't know how to do it right, you keep getting rejected one by one. So that frustration is going to get to you. And then finally, information overload and overwhelm. We have gone through Google, we have gone through YouTube. There's just so much information out there about this. So what it does to you is overloads your head with so much information, and then it will overwhelm you. And when it overwhelms you, you're not even going to be able to do anything because you're overwhelmed. So given all these things I've told you, it could take you like years to finally figure things out and get it right. Like I'm not saying you're not going to figure it out, but it's going to take you some time. It's going to take you some time. Like it could take you years to figure it out. It took most of the people I know that tried to do it on their own, like 12 months plus, before they even made a single dime online. Why? Because there was no one guiding them. Like, why do you have to wait up to 12 months to even make a single dime online? If you had someone that has gone through that process, they can guide you in the right way so that you don't have to wait for 12 months. You can make your first income online the first month or the first week or the first 2 weeks. The reason why it's faster that way is because they have the experience, they've done it, they know what works. But you don't know what works. So you're stuck in trial and error. You try this, it doesn't work. You try this, it doesn't work. After trying maybe 10 things, one will work. But you don't have that time. Like you don't have those years to waste trying to figure things out when there's a faster way. But if you don't want to go through that stress, like the whole confusion, frustration, all the uncertainties, if you don't want to go through that stress and you prefer a shortcut process that will help you succeed faster and make life easier, then option two is for you. Now, what's option two? Option two is enroll in our private mentorship program so you can work together with my team and I. It's like having someone hold your hand as you go through each step while giving you constant support and guidance to ensure you succeed at all costs. Like just imagine a little boy and his father walking on the road versus a little boy just walking on his road. When someone is walking with his father, the father is holding him by the hands, leading him to the right place, making sure he doesn't fall. But when you're walking on your own, you're just on your own, no guidance, no support. So these are the differences. One, you option one, you get to do it on your own. Option two, you work with my team and I. We are going to hold your hand every step of the way while giving you constant support and guidance to ensure you succeed at all costs. Now, here's the thing: option one is free, is totally free. You can do it yourself. But option two will cost a fee for three reasons, actually, not two, for three reasons. First reason is we invested so much money on the learning resources and the tools available in this program. Like we invested a lot of money to make sure that the learning resources are really good and updated, and also the tools needed to deliver it are also the best. Secondly, the second reason why option two costs a fee is I have an entire team of I have an entire team that I pay monthly to help my students get results. So I have the customer support team, I have the content coach who helps students with copywriting and their content. I have the web design coach as well. Like I have an entire team that is dedicated to helping my students get results, and they are paid monthly. So that's also another reason why option two will cost a fee. And the last reason is us fixing an amount for option two is going to help us weed out time wasters. Like people that is going to weed out time wasters so that we can work with only people that are serious. Now, one of my mentors will tell me that people who pay attention. So when you're expecting people that did not pay for something to pay attention, you might be disappointed. But people who pay money end up paying attention to what they're learning, to what they paid for. So you need to make a choice now. You need to make a choice right now. Enroll into our mentorship program and work together with a team that will walk you through the A to Z of the process with constant guidance and support to ensure you succeed at all costs. That is option two. Or Spend 12 months plus to figure out everything yourself. That is option one. You need to make a choice right now. Let me show you again what average Nigerians like you have been able to achieve by choosing option two. Now, I've talked about Shitu before, how he was able to go from zero to as much as 500K per month. And he has been doing this for over 3 years now. When he started, he had zero experience doing this. He started from scratch and he was able to be successful at this. So if he can, you too can. Here's also Michael that was able to go from zero to 600K per month in monthly income, all thanks to what he learned from this program. And then Chibuzo too, who was able to not only increase his income, but also save enough to buy a car after going through the training and increasing his sales. Sorry, and increasing his income. This was the WhatsApp chat he sent to me showing me the car that he bought. I've also shown you Bukola, who is a UCall member, NYSC. Was one of the WhatsApp chats I showed you earlier. Youth call member NYSC that was posted to Plateau Jaws. I was able to sign a northern businessman as a client, as a woman from a totally strange land. That's Bukola. And she even started out without a laptop. She was borrowing from her friends. She was going to the cyber cafe sometimes. But immediately she got paid, which was fast enough, she paid for a laptop. So that's for Bukola. She's someone that makes things happen no matter what it takes. And Precious, on the other hand, has been able to sign up 4 different clients. Some paid 200K, some paid 350K, and all this started by just deciding to learn how to launch an ad agency. Francis, on the other hand, is an undergraduate, so he has been able to sign his first client, although it's not so much, but it's a good start. Now, these are all people that I taught. Now, given everything I've shown you, I believe any smart person watching this right now will just go with option two, because the results people like Shitu, Chibuzo, Michael, Precious, Francis, and Bukola have gotten speaks for itself. Like, I don't need to speak for it. It speaks for itself. And you could be our next success story. If you believe that you are, then I welcome you to the Advertising Agency Mentorship Program. So what happens once you enroll tonight for the Ad Agency Mentorship Program? First of all, you're going to go through an onboarding process. Now, while going through the onboarding process, we're going to help you set up a battle plan and show you how you can hit the 350K goal in 8 weeks or less. Because not only are we telling you that you can do this, we want to also show you how you can do it. Now, that aside, let me mention the things you're going to get when you join the Ad Agency Mentorship Program tonight. Firstly, you're going to get a comprehensive Facebook ad course, something that will take you from show you the A to Z of running Facebook ads, running adverts on Facebook. That's the first thing you're going to get. Now, the next thing you're going to get is the advertising framework for all product and service categories. So what is the advertising framework? So we understand that as an ad agency owner, you might have to work with different people with doing different businesses. Now, instead of you having to figure out how to sell a spa or how to sell clothes, or trying to like come up with everything in your head, we decided to reduce the work for you. And with experience and what we have tried so far, we put together different frameworks that work for different product and service categories. So you could now decide to pick the ones that will work for you, work for the business that is hiring you. That's the good thing about these advertising frameworks. Now, the next thing is potential client list. Now, let me quickly explain what the potential client list is. So when I started running ads and I started growing, I noticed that more and more attention started coming, and people were really interested in getting me to run their ads. So with time, I started getting so many requests inbox. Now, the problem is usually when they come to me, they have a budget that is below the budget we work with. They might have 30K or 50K or even 100K, and these are below the budgets we work with. So in that case, what I usually do is I'll tell them, sorry, we don't really have any vacancy right now. So we send them away. But seeing that I have people that I train, people that I know that they know what they're doing because I've gone through the academy. So I just felt like instead of sending them away, I could actually link them up to um these guys. These guys that are just starting out that will appreciate that small payment. So that was what I thought. And give me a second. Sorry guys, I was very thirsty. I needed to take some water. Uh, so, like I said, the potential client list is where when I get clients that are below the budget we work with, instead of sending them away, I connect them to my students that I have trained that are starting out. So because these students are starting out, they can work with smaller budgets than I. So they use them to learn and grow. So that's the potential client lead. That's the third thing, the third package in the mentorship program. The next package in the mentorship program is the copywriting and content writing crash course. So we understand that to succeed as an ad agency founder, you need to understand copywriting, you need to understand content writing because it will allow you to write and convince potential clients. So that's why we included this package in the program. This will help you understand copywriting, understand content writing, so that when you write stuff, clients will read it and they'll be interested to hire you. That is what you're going to get in the copywriting and the content writing crash course. Straight to the point, very insightful, very detailed crash course that will show you how to write in ways that will convince people to buy. That's the fourth one. And the next thing is the website design crash course. So, as an ad agency founder, you might have need to set up a website for your own business or even set up for your clients. So, because we know you might need this, we included a crash course that will show you how to design a website. And by the time, like, show you how to design a website, even if you have no experience designing websites, you go from zero to perfect in designing website in a very, very short time. That is what you're going to get in the website design crash course. But that's not all. That's not all. We have the website build out session. Now, what's the website build out session? We realize that most times when we give people information, say, okay, this is how you do this. Most times they don't ever do it. They just watch, say, okay, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. They keep saying later, later till they never do it. That's why we came up with this website build out session. So, website build out session is basically a session that we could do it on Zoom or Google Meet or wherever. Now, on this session, everyone that joins, the goal is going to be by the time the three sessions are over, it's not just one, it's three. There's the first one, second one, third one on different days, ideally in the first week of the program. So by the time the three sessions are done, everyone that has been joining the meetings, that has been joining the calls, must have finished building out their website. So first day we might focus on getting a domain name, buying hosting, domain and hosting, setting it up, and installing WordPress. Second day we might focus on setting up the different content pages and editing the template to make the website look professional. And then the third session, we look at any other thing that is missing and just make it perfect. So by the time you go through these 3 sessions, you must have come up with a perfect and professional website. That is one of the very huge benefits of the website builder session. Now, let me quickly show you something under the potential client list. So, like I said, potential client list is basically where we bring people that we are unable to work with because maybe their budget is not up to the budget my ad agency works with, or we are currently busy, we don't have any space for a new client. So let me just quickly show you something. I don't know whether it was Bukola. Okay, it wasn't Bukola. I think it was Osaro Precious. Now look at what she said here. He said, I got the one. So she got the client that paid 200K and the one that paid 130K from the potential client list you provided in the program. Do you know what this means? Like, we update the potential client list every week, sometimes 2 times a week, sometimes 3 times a week. And she got 2 clients. One paid 200K, the other person paid 130K from that potential client list. So I always tell the students to check the new businesses that we add to the list and see the ones that they are interested in. So they'll reach out to start a conversation and then close the deal and get them to and get work for them. So I've talked about website design crash course. I've talked about website builder session. The next thing is the website wireframe templates. So most people that build websites, after they are done installing WordPress, they don't know what to do next. They don't know how many pages they need. They don't know what they need. This is what this is what the website wireframe templates will help you solve. It's going to give you a template that will help you know what pages to include in your website, the pages, the contents of the pages. That's what the website wireframe template is all about. So you don't have to start scratching your head and thinking, what do I do next to I've finished this website, but I don't know the pages to add. I only know homepage or about us page. So the website wireframe templates will show you everything you need to add to your website to make it perfect and professional. The next thing is the website content templates. So wireframes are like the pages, but they don't give you a template for the content. On the other hand, website content templates show you the type of content you need for the different pages and then how you can write them, and also give you templates that you could work with and then just put in your own content, and it's just going to be easier for you to create website content because of those templates. Then that's not all. Next thing is weekly coaching sessions with me. So every week we're going to get on a coaching session on Zoom or Google Meet or wherever we choose, and then where we just talk about challenges you're facing. You just ask me questions about anything and everything, and I'll help you out. So it's going to be done once every week, weekly coaching sessions with me. But that's not all the coaching sessions you're going to get. You're also going to get weekly coaching sessions with the copywriting slash content coach. So every week, 2 times actually, not once, every week, you're going to have 2 different coaching sessions with the copywriting and the content coach, where you can ask them any question you have about the program, about the business, just anything connected to copywriting and content. You can ask the coach. And next thing we have is the weekly coaching sessions with the web design coach. So the same way you have weekly coaching sessions 2 times a week with the copywriting and content writing coach, we also have one with the web design coach. So even after the website builder sessions are done and people have their websites, we still have these sessions to help them to come on and complain if they're having issues, if they have questions they need answered, or if there is anything baffling them about web design, they can show up and ask questions and they will be attended to 2 times every week. Now, the next thing is the buyback offer or the money back guarantee. So we have noticed that people tend to want to be what's the word? They want to be sure, they want to have a highest level of certainty before they make a deal. Before they decide to join a program or do anything new. That's why we decided to add this package. So the buyback offer or the money back guarantee is a guarantee that solves a lot of problems. If in this case, now we're telling you basically that when you come to us and complain and then you say you want your money back, we're going to give you your money back. If you feel like you're not getting um the worth of your money, we're going to give you your money back. And also, if you come to us and you're like, I've done everything you asked me to do, I've done everything. I attended the meetings, I've been active, I've been trying, but for 8 weeks since I started trying, it has not worked. So in that case, when we have seen that okay, you've tried, you have done everything I asked you to do, but it didn't work for you, we're going to refund you. No long stories. We're going to refund you because you have shown us that you tried and it didn't work for you. We are working with the premise that what we teach works. So the very moment it stops working for some people, we need to know what the problem is, offer the money they paid back, and then trying to find a way around it. Then the next thing in on the list is the weekly hackathons. So hackathons are like a type of coaching session where everyone comes on the call and the goal is like something connected to the program. Let's say for this week, the first hackathon for this week will be setting up your Facebook page. So everyone that joins that call must finish setting up their Facebook page before they're allowed to go. Now it could be the next hackathon could be 15 to 5 clients. So on that particular hackathon, everyone that joins, before you allow, before anyone, before people will leave, everybody must have done the task of the day, whether it's setting up a Facebook page, whether it's setting up a website, whether it's talking to business owners. Like these are different things that people tend to procrastinate on. So these hackathons is going to force them to do it. Once you get on that call, you have to finish it before anybody goes. And it's been working so well for our past students because it makes them actually want to read. It makes them to stay focused. Those hackathons, it helps to keep them motivated. Then the next thing needed is the phone sales script. So usually the way it works is this: when clients show interest in the service, and then you guys start talking, maybe online, and then you start talking. You have more questions, or you have more questions, you answer all those things. Some of them will still want to say, okay, let's talk on the phone and conclude this. Now on the phone, there are things you should say and things you should not say, but most people don't know this, and that's why they go and mess things up. And that's also why I created the phone sales scripts. So the phone sales scripts are basically line by line instructions that you can follow to ensure that when you get on the call with someone, a potential client, you know what to say, you know when to say, you know how to say it to convince them to get them to actually hire you. So that's the fourth package in the program. But that's not all. That's not all. The fifth package goes into details on how you can get clients organically on Facebook. The very simple ways of getting clients organically on Facebook. Um, Show you how to use the Facebook profile method and how to use the group strategy method, and also other methods that can help you get clients organically. That's what you that's the fifth that's another package in the program, showing you how to get clients organically. Also, you're also going to learn how you can get clients with paid ads. The same way I use Facebook ads, which is paid ad, to get some of you, to get you guys to attend this training, is also how you can use those same advertising to get clients for your ad agency business. Now, the next thing is fast track learning paths. So we have noticed that a good number of people that come into the program are like really busy people. So expecting them to watch everything one after the other might be tasking for them. So we decided to come up with a fast track learning path, which is a condensed pathway that will allow people just grab the most important parts of the lessons in a sequential order so that so that they can actually do something instead of just feeling like, I don't have time. You now see, okay, we have reduced the time involvement. You just need to spend um 2 days listening to this and you're good to go. So the fast track learning part helps busy professionals actually learn the art of advertising online and also how to start and run an ad agency business. The fast track learning part. And then we also give out certificate of completion. Yeah. Finally, we give out certificate of completion to show that you actually went through this mentorship program and you finished. Certificate of completion. So this is the entire breakdown of what you're going to get once you join the advertising mentorship program tonight. Everything from A to Z, 18 different packages that is going to help you ensure that you succeed. Now, after going through the ad agency mentorship program, you're going to gain peace of mind because your income capacity has shot up, like it has shot up really high. You will also become someone that is capable of earning at least 350K on a monthly basis with their smartphone or laptop. We push you ahead of others in this economy. You're going to be able to meet up to your bills comfortably and feel at peace. Financial worries will be a thing of the past and you will escape the poverty in Nigeria currently. You'll be able to care for your loved ones and still have more left. You'll make enough money to fund your dreams and aspirations. Like, trust me, I'm a living witness. So you're probably asking, what is the investment to join the ad agency mentorship program tonight? Because, like I said, due to the cost that we incur uh, for the program to keep on going, we require an investment from the potential students as well. So I just want you to know this actually. The first set of people that joined the ad agency mentorship program paid 150K each. Like at that point, I was still just focused on what I was doing. I was seeing some success. I just focused. People kept coming to me and asking me to teach them, begging me to teach them. And I was like, okay, finally, we're going to go ahead and do that. So the first set of people that joined paid 150,000 naira each. And it was completely worth it for them because the money they made at the end of the day was way, way more than what they paid. Like, it's not even comparable. It was completely worth it for them. Some of them eventually started making millions of naira monthly just because just because they invested 150K to learn this skill. So it was completely worth it for them. Trust me. Now, if I decide to charge 150,000 naira for this program, it will still be justified when you consider all the packages inside. Like when you consider all that, it will still be justified. But I won't do that. I won't charge 150K. I won't even charge 100,000 naira or even 75,000 naira. Although it's going to still be justified if I did charge 100K or 75K, considering how much this program can help you make. Like considering how much you stand to make after going through this program. But for you guys watching this tonight, for staying till the end of the presentation, you'll be getting a special discount today, right now. Special discount for staying to the end of the presentation. So instead of paying what the people that joined earlier paid, you can join tonight for just a one-time payment of 50,000 naira only. Just 50,000 naira only. One-time payment, you don't have to pay again. However, if you're a fast action taker and you're one of the first 10 people to enroll right now, you get to pay only 30,000 naira. No longer 50,000 naira, just 30,000 naira only. 30,000 naira only. Now, here's how to make payment in order to become our next success story. If you want to become the next Shitu, the next Chibuzo, the next Michael, the next Bukola, the next Precious, the next Francis, then we are also ready to make you our next success story. I need you to make a bank transfer of 30,000 naira now to this account to enroll and secure your club, your slot. This is the account number. The bank is GT Bank, and this is the account name. Remember, this discount is available for the first 10 people only. Once we get to 10, that is it. Anyone that pays 30K again, I'll have to refund you the money. So you can either pay the 50K, the new price, or you forget about it. So this is the cost. This is the investment. Make a bank transfer of 30,000 naira to this account to enroll and secure your slot. Remember, um we have only 10 slots remaining. Just 10 slots remaining. So if you really, really want to be among the lucky few that will get a discount for this, then the uh the pe- uh, um the person, if you really want to get a discount on this, then you need to act immediately. You need to act immediately. So this is the bank details here. So once you make payment, don't delay, because once you have 10 slots filled up, that's it. So once you make payment, send me your proof of payment. Send your proof of payment to the admin of the WhatsApp group you belong to. That's all you need to do for now. Just send the proof of payment to the admin of the WhatsApp group you belong to. Send the proof of payment right now. Please send the proof of payment to the admin of the WhatsApp group that you belong to. Do it right now, please. So, as we're doing that, I've gotten a couple of questions. People asking me, frequently asked questions. So I decided to, you know, address some of them on this call. So, someone asked, I don't have time to learn or practice. Is there a way around this? So really, you have to make out time to learn and also practice this, but not in the way most people think. It's not going to take all your day. If you can make out a few minutes, or if you can make out up to 30 minutes in a day or 1 hour, that's more than okay for you to follow along and get what you came to learn. Just 30 minutes to 1 hour a day, that is all. You don't need to block out 4 hours from your day. 30 minutes to 1 hour is a day. So if you also hear like some people that are thinking they are not qualified academically enough because maybe they don't have a degree, they don't have this or that. No, no, that's not why. It doesn't matter whether you're a high school dropout or whether you're a PhD holder. It doesn't really matter. Once you have the skill, once you're willing to work hard and put in the work, you're going to see success. So your academic qualification does not count at all. And if someone is asking, does it require too much effort? Because she's um she's hoping it doesn't. Say, does it require too much effort? Not really, not really. Even if it did, we are still here. We're still here to guide. So, but it doesn't require too much effort. But if ever you feel like the effort is too much, you can reach out to us and we're going to help you. Um, we're going to help you. Now, someone is asking, how long does it take to get results? So the truth is, I can't really tell you because a lot of things come into play and it makes differences happen. So some people might come in and because they have time on their hands, so they will focus every day, spend hours every day learning and practicing. While another person has a very busy job, maybe she's a banker, and then she or he has to come back late and tired. So at the end of 4 weeks, they must have done only Saturday. They must have done work on only weekends because they're exhausted during the week. But the other person, the younger person that has time on their hands, have been doing it every day because they have time on their hands. So that's why it's hard to give an exact answer to that about how long it takes to get results. But usually it doesn't take as long as you think. Then someone is asking, do you think this can work for me? Well, once you are a human being and you understand how to use WhatsApp and Facebook, trust me, this can work for you. There's nothing else special that we're doing. So the next question is, do I need technology knowledge to succeed in this? I don't have a tech knowledge. The truth is, it's not a prerequisite. It's not a do or die affair. Even if you don't have a tech knowledge, you can still do this. You can still do this and gradually get the knowledge you seek, but you can do this. When I started, I didn't have any tech knowledge. I just had to follow the instructions I was given, and here we are. The next one, is asking, um, saying he doesn't know how to convince people, and it's embarrassing for him as he said it. So if you don't know how to convince people, it's perfectly okay. Like most people, most of us, we are born not knowing how to convince people. It's not something we are born with. But um, the more you do this, the better you get. And also, we have modules dedicated to help you, learn better on how to convince people. So we have parts of the training that focus on that. It's very, very important. And then someone is saying that she doesn't know how to run ads. So it was it was somehow tough for her to try to first of all learn how to run ads and then offer the business. But the truth is the program itself comes with a comprehensive Facebook ads course that will show you everything you need to know in order to run effective ads. So that's it. Someone else is asking, can you replace my full-time income? Of course, of course. You just need to keep getting new clients and charging them decent fees. Of course, you can increase your new you can replace your full-time income if you want it to. And someone is also asked, when we buy, are you going to abandon us after we buy? Because they said that takes the experience so much. But the truth is sorry. So when it comes to the business we do here, we understand that to stay long in this business, we need to have integrity, and that's what we're doing here. So when you enroll, we're not going to abandon you. We're going to give you all the support you need so that you can eventually do well, get the results, and then we use your results to sell to new people, and then we continue doing that, rinse and repeat over and over again. Someone was like, she's shy, she doesn't know how to talk to business owners. Don't worry, we also have like a methodology that is going to help you overcome that objection. And someone is saying, I don't have a laptop, what should I do? Well, you can do what Bukola did. Start out borrowing from your friend or cinema. And um gradually it's when you sign your first client, you might now take your service charge from the fee the client paid to get your own laptop. So you go to a cyber cafe to use their cinema, or you could use your friend's cinema, sorry, your friend's laptop for a start. And then once you get your first client, you can now invest the money into getting a laptop. You don't have to wait till you get a laptop to start learning. You need to start learning immediately and work towards getting your own laptop. That's how I did my own. And that's how he did his own. So um I've attempted the questions people have asked so far. I've shown you the packages involved. Now it's time for you to make a choice. So remember the discount, the 30,000 naira discount promo is only available for the first 10 people only. Let me quickly check my phone and see how many people have enrolled, because I've been getting notifications. Let me quickly check. Oh, okay. So we have had three persons enroll so far. We've had three persons enroll so far. So if you're still on the fence, now it's time to take action and make the bank transfer of 30,000 naira only to this account. So, like I said, we have had three persons enroll so far. So we have only 7 slots left. Only 7 slots left. So if this is what you are interested in, you need to act right away. You need to act right away. So if you want to make this year your year, if you want to make 2024 your year, the year you're going to say bye bye to financial worries, anxiety, the year you're going to make more so you can give more to charity, so you can give more to your family and friends, then you need to join the ad agency mentorship program. All you need to do to become the next success story is to make a bank transfer of 30,000 naira only right now to this account to enroll and secure your slot. To enroll and secure your slot, you need to do it right now, immediately. Immediately. Like I said earlier, the discount is available for the first 10 persons, but 3 persons have paid so far. So we have only 7 persons remaining. So if you're still wasting time, you might be surprised, and this is also going to um so like I said, discount is available for the first 7 people only. First 7 people only. Let's see how many has paid so far. Okay. 4 now. 4 persons have paid. 4 persons have paid. Guys, let's hurry it up. Don't want any of you to pay full price when you have the chance of paying a discount. So yeah, okay. Wow. So we are 6 now. We are 6 right now. 6 persons so far have paid. That leaves us with 4 slots available. 4 slots available. 4 slots available. So you just need to, what you need to do right now, if you're still on the fence, is get your phone, open your bank app, and then go to transfer, make a transfer of 30,000 naira to the account number below. And then once you do, you send your proof of payment to the admin of the WhatsApp group you belong to, and you need to do it right now. You need to do it right now so that you can be one of the people to partake in the discount. So the discount is available for the first four people only. So you need to act immediately. Yes, guys, let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay. I'm getting some messages from people. They are pleading, um, saying that they're having network issues sending the money, and they want to be want to be among the discount people. That's sad. That's sad because I don't know. Okay, so this is what is going to happen. If you're having network issues or you're unable to send the payment right now, I need you to reach out to me on WhatsApp immediately and give me your details so that I can reserve a slot for you next time. I don't want you. I don't want you stressing yourself. I don't want you feeling anxious that you're missing the point, that you're missing the discount. So if you're having issues sending the money, if you're having network issues, please send me a message on WhatsApp right now. So I'll just take note of your name and see how we can work things out between us. So, guys, if you have not made payment yet, you're dulling, and these guys are really mean. Very soon, everything will be filled up. We are four people now, so that's it. If you're still on the fence, you need to take action right now. You need to make a choice. So all you need to do is send the sum of 30,000 naira to this account below to enroll and secure your slot. It's very simple, it's very straightforward. Just once you make the payment, you send proof of payment to the WhatsApp group. Sorry, to the governor of the WhatsApp group. So now some people, like I said, some people are having issues trying to send the money. So I'm going to give them some time to do that. Now, first of all, ensure you chat me up on WhatsApp and tell me about it so that I can secure a slot. Um, please don't forget. So if you're here and you're unable to pick afford this right now, um, I really feel for you, and I understand how it can be. I was in your shoes at some point, but I was so mad at my situation. I had to borrow to get out of it. So um, I totally understand what you're going through, not being able to pay for something you need. But that's not a problem. But that's not a problem. Um, when it happened to me, I had to find a way out. It meant that I had to borrow from everybody I knew to eventually get things right. But now, so if you're not yet paid for this discount promo, I don't know, you might miss it really. The only reason I'm going to leave with leaving four slots remaining is because the people that complain about network, I also want to give them some time to try to make payments. So that said, thank you guys so much for staying to the end of this session. Now I'm going to quickly grab um I'm going to quickly grab a screenshot of the people watching. Okay. So thank you guys so much for showing up to this presentation. And I wish you the best as you embark on your journey of building a successful ad agency. Thank you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.